Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here. I don't know why I'm here. Beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night. And now I've got to pay taxes, so, whatever. Uh, so what we got for you today is just some soul bills, trying to keep it nice and calm right now. I'd like to point out I'm not high. I'm just very tired. So, we got here is, of course, the Kujiras. Regular Kujira and Bake-Kujira. Because why not show off the whales? Save the whales? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I really don't. So, first up, I'd like to say that the Kujira ones are a little. They're my own. I like to go that these are all my opinions, and to give you some ideas. I'd also like to point out that when it came to Kujira, when he came out, nobody was actually putting out soul builds for it. I think the wiki had it. But everybody else was more like thirsting over his evolution form. So, as we all know, the thirst was and still is real, which is a testament to the model makers. So, So, because Kujira's abilities, especially with the his bone whalebone, and his everything is very much. He's very crit based in his abilities, in all honesty. At least that's my interpretation of it. So, I went with mostly crit based builds for him. Like this one in particular, with the with his festival skin involving claws. I know you don't see this one very often, but I have to admit this 50% chance of ignoring 45% of defense is actually quite useful. I just want to point that out. So, it's heavier on attack orientation in a lot of places, but it's also meant to further boost his crit and his crit damage because of his ability. I mean, think about it. You hit that double crit damage thing. That's why not make sure you're like stacked, right? Now, of course, claws, it does a crit boost with 50%, so I added in the Samisons, which I don't use this very often, but these had some nice crit boosters around, so I figured, and especially this glorious little crit damage booster here, so I figured, what the hell. And for grade 5, evolved, skilled up, this works very nice. I mean, sure, crit could be much higher, I'll admit this, but I kind of like what it can do. I really kind of like what it can do. So after moving from him, we move on to the second crit base, which is with my Kujira Phantom, who uses the Evo skin, because to be completely honest, I have the other skins, but it's between the fireworks and his evolution skin that I think are the best. So. Now this one, of course, while it does have 2 claws on it for attack boosters and the crit boost, this one focuses on mixing the shadow, using shadow, which is one very versatile soul, let me tell you. I mean, now this one, of course, includes a strict crit boost rather than crit damage. Because, I wanted to test how that would work out. Answer, pretty good, actually. I'd also like to apologize if you're this far into the video already, which I hope you are. There might be some weird glitchy things, and that's because my system's been acting funny ever since the observation duty playthrough. I'm not sure what went there, but I'm trying to fix it, so, As you can see here, we have over 100% crit damage, crit here, and then the 154% crit damage. Someone actually had to explain to me that apparently that's just a multiplier. But I mean, it still works. So, whatever. Overall, it's kind of between these two. I mean, I kind of like the Claws version better, but the Shadow works pretty nicely too. So it's a pick and choose thing. For the third Kujira, however, unevolved, grade 4, not fully skilled up. He'll be skilled up. He'll be evolved as soon as I get these, at least these two up here, fully skilled. He's meant to be more of an attack oriented. I had these tomb guards laying around, and I thought, he still needs a crit boost, and this does a 15%. Now, I'll admit, I don't exactly have anything to my knowledge that uses a 4-piece set of tomb guard. I have him trying to think of an experiment to do with that. If you've got a Shiki you'd like to see me try that on, please let me know below. But this one, of course, uses the attack boosters of Scarlet, which, as I've said before, I love Scarlet. Especially because of the whole counter-attacking thing, and you can't tell me that a Kujira with his abilities who can counter-attack on the regular and even does the co-oping thing isn't going to be maybe a little... This might actually be a little bit OP when he gets a little bit better up. I'm very curious to see. Should be a lot of fun, actually. But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely show this. I'm very curious to see what he'll do when he gets fully skilled up, leveled up, all that good happiness. So, we move away here from the Kujiras into the Bake-Kujiras. Now, the first two you're going to see here, Jinx Scarlet and Sunset Spirit. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I remember my names here. You were seen in the side-by-side Shiranui combat test video. I put a link to it if I knew how to do that. I'm an idiot. I've been saying that since the day I started this channel. So. But the difference then is those were not fully, didn't have their souls fully leveled up. They do now. For this first Bake-Kujira, and I'd like to point out, when he first came out, or at least when I first got him, the arguments and comments were more of male, female, male, female, male, female, rather than, what do you build? Unfortunately, that seems to still be the thing most of the time, so. This particular one takes advantage of the Scarlet set. Again, I love this set, but also is a little bit of a speed demon here with this Scarlet, which I really was trying to boost his defense a little bit too, because his defense isn't the best it could be. Now, because of his abilities with co-oping and getting a double attack, especially if you put him with Shiranui, because that is a great team up right there. I boosted his crit damage. I know I could have put more focus on crit itself, but the crit damage is actually pretty decent most of the time, so, Of course, along with Scarlet, to boost his HP, because he does have a bit of a healing ability. Of course, we have Holy Flame. I do have a couple of them that have a full Holy Flame set, so I'll probably show them at some point, or if people want. But it's, Holy Flame is a little tricky sometimes. Now, as I said, this is fully skilled up. This is the healing ability here with body armor, so that's why I boosted his HP a little bit more. Teeth armor, of course. And everything else. So, teeth armor, definitely useful. Now, this is a lovely bit of crit damage here. I love this. Now, if we move away from him, and I'm going to refer to Bake-Kujira as male through this. If you are of the Bake-Kujira is a female, then, you're right to your opinions there. I might actually alternate between them as like one male, one female. I don't know. I haven't just sorted that out. I understand there are translation things sometimes. Sunset Spirit here is actually to take more advantage of this healing ability of body armor rather than teeth armor. Teeth armor is for Jinx Scarlet. Sunset Spirit uses body armor a little more often, is what I tried to do. And this one just focused on adding Jinzo for a HP boost, which anyone knows is I actually love Jinzo. I don't know what I'm saying. I actually love this because I really do like this shield ability. It's very useful. Now, again, this one is meant to have a little bit of an attack power and some damage, but this one is mostly meant to have a lot of HP for the healing effect. Of course, effect resistance I put on here. With a lot of my healers, I like to boost effect resistance because you can't tell me it ain't annoying as hell to be fighting something, and then your healer either gets taunted, confused, dazed, or otherwise unable to do their job. Holla if you feel me now. God, where the hell did that just come from? Anyway. So, yeah, this one's more of a healing base, just like this other one here is more of an attack base. Now, then we have number 3. Because this is one I saw someone actually ask about, and it made me curious. Fortune Cat on a Bake-Kujira, so you technically are also getting an orb creator. A little bit. And I thought, you know what, this could be interesting. So, of course, this one is a grade 4, unevolved, unskilled up. But so far, this has actually been working very nicely. Fortune Cat, as we know, gives a defense bonus, but also, at the start of a turn, giving orbs. Orbs are very useful. Of course, this one also has a crit booster. A lot of attack power in there, but mostly focusing on that, on attack and crit. I'm actually curious to see how this turns out when it gets fully scaled up and I evolve him and everything and see just what happened. I've been pleasantly surprised by some of these I've come up with. But so far, I mean, this isn't too shabby. So if anything, that gives you a couple. So I hope in retrospect this gives everyone a few ideas for things like, you know, go with crit like crazy for your Kujiras and just 3 separate options to try to play with a Bake-Kujira, because, I mean, for the record, yes, Bake-Kujira, love. It's great. But on that note, I'm going to knock off of here. If you will please do the holy trifecta of YouTube down below with the like, comment, subscribe. That would really help out. You know, if you got a soul build style you want to see, if you want to see a Shiki, what I've got for them, because I've got pretty much everything, except for most of the limited editions, except for Yato. I actually scored him pretty in the recent events, so yay for me. But yeah, just, you know, drop a line, let me know, and I'll be happy to see what we can do. I'll catch you next time, alright?